All right, so we are connected, everything is working, so I think we're ready to start talking to the robot, right? What we need to keep in mind, the first thing we need to keep in mind is that in Machina, the basic unit of communication with the robot is through what's called actions. And actions are basically any request that you make to the robot to change something. That is usually going to be something like moving in space, rotating, changing the orientation, changing the values of the axis of the robot, but it will also be changing some properties of how the robot behaves. So, for example, changing the speed at which it works, the precision at which it reaches certain targets, the acceleration, or the way it moves between targets, right? And what is it, the most basic thing that we will always be doing with the robot? We will be moving it around, right? So let's try that out right away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the console in Machina, and then here I'm going to type an instruction to create an action in the robot. That is going to be the word move, and I'm going to open parentheses, and I'm going to type 100, 0, 0, and I'm going to close parentheses. I'm going to close with a semicolon, and I'm going to hit enter. And as I do, the robot starts moving very slowly, 100 millimeters in the X direction. If I want the robot to move in the Y direction, I would type move, open parentheses, 0, 100, 0, and I close parentheses, and I add a semicolon, and then I hit enter, and the robot starts moving in the Y direction. If I want to make the robot move down, that is negative Z, so I can just type move, open parentheses, 0, 0, minus 100, I close parentheses, semicolon, and I hit enter, and the robot starts moving down. All right? Well, that's the basics of interacting in real time with the robot and telling it what to do. As you may have noticed, the syntax in Machina is by first using the word of the action that you want the robot to do, then opening parentheses and adding all the values, all the data that comes with that action. In this case, it's 3 numbers because it's the values of the X and Y and Z direction of that motion movement. You separate those with commas, you close your parentheses, and you add a semicolon to indicate that you're done writing that action. All right? That is the general syntax of all the commands that you can type in Machina. All right? Now, you may ask yourself, how did I know that X was this way, Y was this way, and Z was this way? Well, it turns out that the coordinate system of the robot is something that is based at the center of the base, so somewhere inside here, that is 0, 0, 0. And then the orientation of that coordinate system is the way that I described with this 3D printed coordinate system that I have here, which if you imagine it being right at the center of the base at 0, 0, then it looks something like this for this particular robot. So this is positive X that way, this is the green arrow is positive Y, and the blue arrow is positive Z. That's why this is X, this is Y, and this is positive Z.